Hello everyone! Thanks for sticking around to the very end of the conference. I'm Ryan Thompson, working in the Department of Media and Information at Michigan State University. Pleasantries accomplished, let's dive into issues of identity and world building. What you're seeing is Riot Games' League of Legends, where players play on one of two teams of 5 players, controlling one character, a champion in the game's parlance. At the start of play, each team's base automatically generates an identical set of minions that will rush down one of 3 areas known as lanes, known as the top, middle, and bottom lanes, respectively. The goal of the game is for players, again controlling one champion, to help these automated minions win their combat, destroying the other team's structures, culminating in the destruction of a central building called the Nexus, resulting in victory or defeat. Games take approximately 40 minutes to complete. Each selectable character is from the fictional land of Runeterra, this large, interactively explorable world shown here. We know a lot more about this world than the game proper reveals directly. I could speak to you about stories of thievery and intrigue in the pirate island of Bilgewater, where Gangplank the pirate is from, or my personal favorite location, the Freljord, where Ashe and Tryndamere lead a small army of people against the evil ice sorceress Lysandra and her armies. Riot Games faces a problem, one central to today's discussion. How, in the context of an in-game experience that resets itself to a neutral state every 40 minutes, can the team communicate the details of this lived-in world? By and large, they allow supplementary materials, such as the world map we've just seen, to do most of that work. Increasingly, they place equal focus on the relationship between these avatars and the pro players who make them famous in competition. Look at the following. The person you see before you is Faker. He is one of the most famous League of Legends players to date on one of the most successful League teams of all time. You'll be seeing him in a variety of contexts as the talk moves forward. Each year, for the unveiling of the grand finals of the yearly League of Legends tournament, Riot makes a music video. We're about to watch a sample from 2015's video entitled Worlds Collide. Note the appearance of Faker a few seconds into the video as the first person to pick up a crystal shard. This video, though not the very first that Riot produced, represents a moment when production values began to rival those of mainstream sporting events. As you've seen, it includes a lot of the live commentary, not unlike what you would hear watching the NFL. It establishes the identities of the players who have a stake in all of this. There's Faker again at the end of the video. Moving forward, Riot has continually sought to blur the lines between what James Paul G describes as a relationship between player and avatar. Here, a blending of the experience of play with the lore of Runeterra. If we understand the avatars as the in-game characters, and the players as people like Faker, who compete on the stage, these videos explore a third category of identity, that of a projective identity that maps the values held by the players onto the images of the avatar. In other words, when Faker controls the character Ryze, these videos argue that the character becomes more than the lore that describes his background. How does that identity, Faker as Ryze, function? The video from 2016, the year following, was an homage to the best League plays of all time. In one such play, Team Solo Mid's The Odd One manages to steal the Baron kill from the entire enemy team, conveying a bunch of gameplay benefits to his own team. Here's the original play as the audience saw it.
We've got 2 dragons so far, and I'm sure this is going to be the first Baron of the game. We do see X Special and Wild Turtle just down the bottom, and the Odd One is close by, but I'm not sure he's got enough. He's going to have to go so deep to try and land this one. He wants to get in, get the smite down. He gets it! He gets the smite down for TSM. Well, it was a sacrifice, but it was worth it.
And here is the 2016 music video dramatizing that moment. Note a point in the video that guides us to the understanding that we are seeing neither player nor avatar alone, but the projection of the Odd One onto the Elise character.
Everyone's watching through your eyes. There's only 2 options, win or die. Win or die. Win or die. It went from a spark to an open flame. Now destiny's calling out your name. So reply, and ignite.
Similarly, we later see Faker sitting atop the Summoner's Cup trophy as the victor from the previous year. When he steps down, he does so not as himself, but as Ryze the Sorcerer, the character that made him an international phenomenon. Finally today, we see the 2018 video from this past October as players and new teams challenging the old guard. We see the Samsung Galaxy player Ambition climb through the ranks and ultimately defeat Faker, only to have his own team's obelisk rise, as in the title of the song you're about to hear, as the video closes.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. win or die. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through and rise, rise. They will remember you. Prove yourself and rise, rise. Pick up your weapon and face it.
I suggest that Riot cares more about Ryze's identity as the chosen avatar of Faker than it does about Ryze the sorcerer caught in the middle of the war between Noxus and Demacia. Riot continues to blend the lines between the real, the virtual, the player, and the avatar. There's a lot more to cover in this area, including Riot's own efforts on augmented reality video presentations in their live concert events, but I'm out of time, so I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for coming to NACVGM 2019, and that I will be around to take questions for those who want to chat all things esports. Thank you.